Food is chicken tenders. Yeah. He isn't Spider, yeah, bitch just doesn't know his gender. Throwing Hero's team into a blender. His job is a micro bender. You can hear his boom like thunder. Yeah. Yoshi the fights, there's no delay. He hates bullets, always portrays. When you see his clips, you always replay. Hero's team is always astray. Always answer truthfully in a survey. It's a bird, it's a plane, no, it's not just.
What is up, everybody? It's your boy Jaden, and welcome to an episode of analyzing the NPCs. So it's been a while, yeah, but we are back and better than ever, and we're gonna be talking about Master Eon, old grandpa himself, looking like Santa Claus, but a little bit more skinnier than Santa Claus. I'm not even gonna cap. Master Eon. Let's get into him. So we're going to talk a little bit about, what is his role. Master Eon, also known as Eon, is a veteran portal master who is one of the main supporting characters in the Skylanders series, OG. He was the leader of the Skylanders before he became a spirit and passed his role to the new portal master, aka basically everybody who played Skylanders, or the player. Now we're going to begin into what he does in Spyro's adventure. While watching over the core of light one day with Spyro and Trigger happy, Master Eon was confronted by the darkness and the evil portal master Chaos, who had returned from the exile in the Outlands to once again attempt to rule Skylands like he always does and always fails. Master Eon led his Skylanders against Chaos's forces in defending the great machine, but the evil tyrant succeeded in destroying the core of light using his Hydra, so he didn't fail that time, blowing up Eon and banishing the Skylanders to Earth in the process. During the explosion, the old portal master was pulled into his own portal, no longer appearing in his human form, forever locked into space between realms as a spirit. Woo! Although Eon survived the destruction of the core, he couldn't fight Chaos, and the darkness flooded his body. He sought out the new portal master and guided them in some points of their trials to save Skylands. After Chaos was defeated, Master Eon gave the honor of sending Chaos to Earth, or yeeting Chaos to Earth, as I would like to say, to his assistant, Hugo. He then congratulated the new portal masters for saving Skylands, but informed them that the journey with the Skylanders was only just the beginning. Famous line from Mr. Big Boy Eon himself. Now we're going to be doing another giant step forward, and of course, going to Skylanders Giants. Master Eon returned in the sequel, guiding the new portal master and showing them the history of the Archeans' rule over Skylands. As well as the rise of the original Skylanders, the Giants. When new portal master triumphed over Chaos and the Archean army, Eon congratulated them on their victory, but revealed that the journey of the Skylanders and the Giants was only just the beginning. Who would have thought? But yeah, that's legendary. Alright, now we're going to be swapping, no stopping, to Swap Force. Master Eon called upon the young portal master to help save the Cloudbreak Islands from the evil Chaos and his mother. The chiefess later summoned Master Eon to Woodbro to introduce the young portal master of the portal master rank and give access to bonus missions and other collectibles. Now, we're going to be trapping, no capping, 2 trap team. Now, this one's a little bit short, so short and sweet. After trap masters were found on Earth, it was Master Eon called upon his successor to assist the Skylanders once again to stop the Doom Raiders and Chaos from threatening Skylands. So that's basically all he does in Trap Team. Has the smallest role in any other game in that game. Just something to point out there. Alright, now we supercharging with love and drifting on to superchargers. Master Eon became imprisoned inside a cluster of tritanium and was placed under Count Moneybone's watch in the land of the undead. He was eventually rescued by the Skylanders and led his allies in the war against Chaos, Sky Eater, and the Darkness, helping them with directions and sharing his knowledge of the world to find clues as how to proceed. When the threat was defeated, Chaos suddenly took over Eon's role and naked the Portal Master, much to the old man's or old wizard's surprise. Outside of the story, Eon once again manages the Portal Master rank, information, and assist player with stats and records, Stardust emblems, and Portal Master powers. Jesus Christ, he does a good amount of stuff outside the story. Now, we're going to be heading on to some trivia. Let's go. Now, first one. Eon is mentioned in the backstories of many Skylanders, having recruited them into the heroes they are today. That's true, you know? The one that I can think of on the top of my head is probably Spyro. While in the spirit form, Eon bears a resemblance to Hector. Now, if you watch my the freaking Skylanders Spyro's Adventure 3DS series, and you probably know who Hector is. Or if you just haven't watched the series and you just already know who Hector is, you probably know who Hector is. As both are floating heads, and Eon's helm has two spikes, somewhat like those on Hector's head. I mean, at first I did say that Hector was kind of like Chaos, but I can see how Hector kind of looks like Eon as well. Kind of a mishmash, I don't know. Prior to Superchargers, Master Eon's floating head spirit thing form didn't have a full body. Now that's interesting. Through the comics between Trap Team and Superchargers, he gradually changed from having his head visible to anyone to a full body form maintained by machinery, okay, to a mostly independent spiritual form. However, the circumstances of these changes and how they were accomplished are unknown. Okay. Wow. Master Eon's voice is most always in surround sound. The developers figured any guy whose official title includes the word Master should also have a pretty sweet voice treatment. Yeah, I like that detail. It is likely that Eon is over 100 years old, as he is mentioned in many backstories of the Skylanders introduced in Skylanders Swap Force. This may be referencing his name as an Eon as a very long period of time. It's true. I mean, that would give him a reason why his name is Eon, but yeah. It is strongly implied, this is probably a thing that everybody knows, that Master Eon's main element is light, as hinted through Spotlight's creation. I mean, probably not that one, but the next one. And his niece, Aurora, being a light sensei. His niece. Yeah, probably everybody knew that one. But, yeah. I think that's gonna be it for, the backstories, and crap, and trivia about Eon. So yeah, I hope you guys liked the episode of analyzing the NPCs. Till the next time when we, I mean, I don't know who we're going to be doing. Just comment down below which NPC you want me to do next. It can be like anybody, bro. Even the smallest characters from like freaking, I don't know, like Pipsqueak or Noodles. It can be any character you can name in the book.
No, don't way. He hates bullets, always portrays. When you see his clips, you always replay. Heroes team